Hello and welcome to the podcast from Stress to Success Blueprint. And I'm your host, Lolita Guarin. And today's episode 246. We are done talking about New Year's resolutions. I think that's enough. It's time to start doing them, right? Yes. So if you're new, welcome to my channel. And if you are a repeat visitor, I appreciate you so much for coming back. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so now. And of course, like my video if you do. Okay, let's just go back to where I was doing things. You know how many times I hear clients telling me they don't have time to do this? Yeah, like anything new on our plates, it immediately feels like, oh my gosh, I just have to do more things. So then stress management becomes more stressful because you don't have time for this, right? I want to start today with procrastination. So I give you 3 tips on how to deal with procrastination. First, you need to make sure that your task that you want to do or your goal, your big New Year's old, New Year's resolution for the new year. It could be an old goal though, it could be, but okay, all jokes aside, you need to cut that big goal into smaller chunks. And of course, I already talked about this in the previous podcast, and probably you already know it's like telling me something new. But if you find yourself procrastinating and you ask yourself, okay, why am I really don't want to even start? Why am I, still brewing in there? It could be that one of the reasons is because you have, well, way too much to do. And when you're looking, and let's say if your goal is to write a book, and you're like, oh my God, how am I going to do this? And then it looks so big. That's why you need to cut into small pieces. You can tell yourself that you will write 1 chapter a month, or you just write 1 page a day, or I don't know, 1,000 words a day. Your thing. Setting that goal in smaller pieces can help you to understand that, yes, you're totally capable of doing that little, right? Now, also, it's very important, and I want to address this here, that procrastination is not necessarily comes from, oh, people are just not driven enough. Overall, everything that we do, it serves us. Yes, I know. Even those things that actually harm us, they do serve us in some way. So you need to ask yourself, what is the reason that you're procrastinating? For example, I realized that for the longest time, my issue was in procrastination, that I felt like I will not be appreciated at the end of it, or I will be punished at the end of it. Meaning, it would not be fun for me to actually accomplish something. And you just kind of ask yourself, how good you are with procrastination. Are you the pro in procrastination because you procrastinate everything? And then ask yourself, what kind of environment did you grow up in there? You know, where your brothers or sister were better than you, where you've been told that you will drink something or you're not good enough. All of those programs running in your head, right? So they're keeping you away from actually going and doing something and accomplishing that. So how are those New Year's resolutions going to work if you continuously will procrastinate things? It will not work. That's why it's important for you to find out what is the reason that you're procrastinating. And then having healthy habits that actually serve you, implementing in your day. And if you immediately thought to yourself, oh my gosh, it's just way a lot for me to do and this is too stressful, I'm here to help. Go to my website, Be Amazing You, and book a session with me. We will untangle all of this and make some habits for you to start doing. Small ones, don't worry. Those that you can not procrastinate and actually get you out of this. Okay, tip number 2. You have to, we already know the reason why procrastinating, maybe you already made it in smaller chunks. Also, it's very important for you to celebrate. So what I just said, maybe you are afraid of celebrating that. So this means every time when you have a little milestone, you need to celebrate. So you will look forward to something. So that procrastination, it will be, looking forward to something good is definitely will help you to move forward, because it's not like you're just looking forward to the completion of it. You're looking forward to a celebration. And if those are big milestones. Let's say you finish your first chapter, then you finish your 55th chapter, whatever. Have a party with yourself, do something fun, or maybe just do nothing at all. You can say, you know what, I'm just going to sit for half an hour and look outside and through the window, and I'm going to do nothing at all. Whatever that is, has to make you happy. So you look forward to that. And procrastination is such a thing that everybody have their own opinions. It's like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that, you cannot bulldoze yourself into success. Okay? You can't. So you have to see what works for you. You need to accommodate yourself. And nobody has idea what will work for you if you're not going to try out different things, right? And going back to the time management, it's like, oh, I don't have enough. The procrastination also can happen because you think, oh my gosh, this thing is so big and I don't have enough time to do it, so I'd rather not do it at all. So then you need to set timing and put yourself in that calendar that maybe for 2 hours a day, or maybe every 2 hours, or maybe every 2 days, you're going to do that specific thing. And sit down and do it. Especially if those goals are big ones and you really need to work on them, but only one way to do it is actually really doing them. So set yourself a calendar, put yourself on it, and stay committed to that. And remember that when you are doing it, you're moving every single day towards accomplishing of it. So then you'll get rewarded. So actually start your whole procrastination thing with a reward. But pay attention how that makes you feel. If you were not celebrated enough and appreciated when you were, forming those patterns about who you are in your life, you may feel uncomfortable with receiving appreciation. So that's a good way for you to think, okay, how that makes me feel if I'll reward myself. That's again more ground for you to think about that, because obviously what kind of parents did you grow up, kind of parents you bring into your adult life, that impacting everything, as you know. So here you have it, 3 little things that can help you with procrastination. And like I said, I'm available for help. beamazingyou.com, come and book a session. And time management, this is what we're going to be talking for 2 weeks now, because I think a lot of us, or at least I hear a lot of my clients complain about that they don't have enough time. But we do have time if we want to. Yeah, I know. It's possible to find it. And doesn't mean that in order for you to achieve your goal, you need to have an hour. You can have few here or there, but it's possible. So I'll be talking for the rest of 2 weeks now about time management. And the good news is, if you like, well, I really don't want a coaching session, but I still need help. Yes, great. Because the first month when you sign up for my online membership, we're talking about time management. And I have videos and worksheets really help you to flash out where all your time goes, what to do with that. And of course, all of this in the description below. So I hope you will help yourself. So you'll find time and you will find your energy so you can accomplish those New Year's resolutions. So at the end of a year, it's not going to be like it was before. Well, maybe I'll try better. It will be a year that you will be so proud of yourself. I hope you're inspired. And if you know someone who needs to hear it, well, what I just said, send them a link. And I hope you're already a subscriber. And yep, tomorrow we'll be talking a bit more about time management and stresses and how to deal with them.